Welcome to the Way We See It podcast.
where we talk about politics, social justice, and culture.
I'm Tati,
And I'm Ariana.
and we are your host of this podcast. What's up, everybody? This is episode 53, our free talk episode. Same clothes because we're pre-recording, we're like that. But just before we get into our topics for this free talk, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell button if you're watching us on YouTube so you get notified every week with our videos. And if you want to check out our socials, we're at The Way We See It Podcast with a C on Instagram and Twitter. You can find it actually if you go to Google and just type in The Way We See It. Everything, our streaming platforms, our socials, you'll find us there. And if you have trouble, still go to our social media platforms and click the link in the bio. You'll find everything there too.
Basically, we everywhere.
We everywhere.
We're easy to find.
If you have an excuse saying that you can't find us, that's a lie. You're lying. We're everywhere. We got our own bio thing. I'll never get over that. We're official. So, you got no excuses. Yeah. Ariana, her next month, crazy. She's gonna be living her best life, yo. You wanna tell them about that though?
What I'm gonna be doing next month?
Well, yeah. So like this month you got like things with friends, birthdays.
Yeah. So for me, December is always. Wait, we didn't even do the. No.
We could cut it into it after.
Okay. Yeah. So my plans. So yeah, December is usually like a busy time of the year for my family and I. Usually like go to other families, friends' houses, and we celebrate Christmas or the upcoming Christmas holiday, and we listen to Christmas music. There's a lot of drinks, there's a lot of food, there's a lot of dancing and just laughing and just having a good time. So usually like my December is like always like booked.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of birthdays. My brother's birthday is this month. One of my good friends' birthday is this month, and so his brother, and so his dad. So it's like always something literally every weekend.
Yeah.
So I always look forward to this month because it's always like everybody's getting together and good food, which is always great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yeah. And then next month she's gonna be in DR, and recently we found a TikTok video of like people wilding out in DR, right, at the exact resort that Ariana's going to.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to be lit. Like if everybody around her is lit, like every single person, she's gonna be lit. So I'm low-key jealous now that I'm not going. Like I was gonna go, and then I said I wasn't gonna go, and now I wanna go. So damn, this is why you don't have life's regrets. YOLO, just do what you wanna do. Live your best life. Because now Ariana's really outside. She's gonna be tanning, drinking mimosas.
Yeah, she's getting my nails done, everything done. Fit's gonna be looking crazy. Like.
Yeah, she said. What was the thing you said last night?
I said my clothes barely have fabric.
Oh yeah, she said I'm gonna be wearing clothes that barely have fabric. I saw pause. I was like, what? Okay, go ahead, go off. She's single. She can do what she wants. But yeah, so I'm excited for her. I want lots of videos.
Yeah.
Not for you guys, but for me, you know. Because, wow, that's just gonna be a time. Just a time.
I'll come back with some stories that I can't say to the public.
Yeah, it's exclusive. Pay for the membership and maybe you guys can get a little bit of tea. Sponsor us. Something. Anyways, donate. The Way We See It podcast. So then, yeah. So getting into it again.
So what are your holidays? Oh, you're gonna continue? Okay.
Oh yeah, so my goals. Damn, I just really want to get to the couple talk.
Oh. Wait, let's transition.
Okay. Because I'm excited. So because I'm done with school now, I really don't know what I'm gonna do right now because I know I also still will be working during this next month and a half. Still have to do things to send to my schools. So you know. They can accept me, deny me, whatever they want to do. And
they will accept you.
I don't know. I'm still nervous. And the more I think about it, it makes me want to throw up. So I try not to think about it right now. But in terms of Christmas, I just convinced my family to come upstate for Christmas to celebrate it here with my mom, because we've never had our family over here for Christmas before. Like, usually it's always celebrated at my aunt's house every year. We've only celebrated one holiday together at my house here upstate, and it was Thanksgiving, and that was like 4 years ago now. So it'd be nice. And then plus it means that we could get lit, because when everybody's at my mom's house, no excuses. Everybody's dancing, everybody's lit, everybody's chatting, and it's just a nice vibe, especially if snow comes before then.
A white Christmas.
It's gonna be nice. It's a nice view in the backyard. So definitely looking forward to that. Besides that, I really just wanna sit down, catch up on anime, draw, write more, read. I just have so many things I wanna do, and recently I've been really into my art again. I haven't like drawn anything since me and Ariana's paint and sip, and then I went through a little week of just drawing and painting that week. But I've been really into like looking at pieces of art and abstract art, and even just like scenery kind of art, where people like, you know, build the buildings in an open area and it's just a piece of art right there. So I like those. And yeah, and I've just been trying to make my plans to still study abroad by the summertime. So whether or not I go to school this next semester, I will still be outside by the summertime. I won't be here. If I'm here, I'm doing a Zoom call with Ariana and I'm talking a different language. That's it. If I'm not doing that, guys, I'm doing something wrong. That's it. Like,
I'll make sure she'll study abroad next summer.
Literally, I will charge my credit card and I will be out. Like, I need to. I've been talking about this now for 6 months now, and it needs to happen. I'm speaking into existence. This is how it needs to work.
It will happen.
I need to follow.
Studying abroad is the best experience.
And even if I'm not studying abroad, still go over there.
Yeah.
Just to go.
Best
it's still an experience.
I was shitting my pants when I was on the plane to go, but when I came back, I didn't want to leave.
Yeah. I'll be a whole different person, guys.
That's what my mom told me. I came back as a different person.
Yeah.
I think I was gonna just say, like, yeah, experiences like that are gonna change people, anybody. It'll change them.
I'm gonna be in an area where hardly anybody speaks my language, like, and I'm gonna be learning different things, like, even the placement of chopsticks into a meal, like, in different areas, I believe is considered disrespectful, and in different foods, and I've just really been into trying new things. Like, even recently, like, the one thing I've been wanting to do is learn sign language, because I've been having customers recently that are deaf, and they can't speak to me, and they want to read my lips. So as long as they're not pressing themselves against the glass, I'll be kind and respectful, and I'll just lower my eyes and be like, do you have a phone number? They'll write it down for me. Rewards. So we keep it pushing like that. But I am very excited for that. Those are my future.
I was gonna say, like, putting yourself in like uncomfortable situations is gonna make yourself grow. Being in a whole new environment, you don't know anybody, you don't know much of the culture. It's just like it forces yourself to like meet people, do things you've never done before. You learn about different like life perspectives of people in different countries. Just view things different than like we do here in America. So
it's really nice. And I think that's one of my favorite things about like us being friends though too, is because like I've always had the mindset that, I mean, I still do kind of have this mindset that not everybody, doesn't matter your age, doesn't always have it together. I know for a fact, not saying you do or you don't, but like even as times get hard, like usually I know so many people that just are like not depressed, but they be going through it like all the time. Sometimes they just don't handle it, or like we're still like maturing in their own way, slowly but surely. But then I look at Ariana and our group of friends who are literally 24, and I'm like, wow, am I gonna be there at 24? I mean, everybody has their own journey, their own path. So who knows, I may or may not be. But they just like, you guys are like my reminder that everything's gonna be chill, everything's gonna be okay. And as time goes on, we traveling. Lit. Like we're experiencing life for what it is, learning life lessons along the way. Whatever's for you comes, whatever's not, it goes. Just all handles how you react and act towards it too at the end of the day. So is this our talk about the deeper meaning of life?
Yes.
But before I get into those two, forget the transition. But yeah, so we're gonna do a couple talk. I want to see.
Getting spicy here.
Yeah, I want to see how Ariana would react or handle something. I mean, you asked me it too.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right. So let's just say you're out with friends at a restaurant, having your girl time. And you look good, you juicy little snack, what's it called? And this guy comes up to you. Depending on his approach, would you give him your phone number?
Yeah.
If, like, what does he have to say to get your phone number?
Hi, how are you? What's your name? You looking pretty nice or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like for me, like, if someone's just like, no, the hi, how are you? That's nice. Be like, they have to say like who they are first before asking like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, I don't know, Caitlin. I'll lie about my name first.
It really depends on the approach though, because I probably give you just my social media first.
Mm-hmm.
But if I see like you're a nice person, you're not being aggressive, whatever, I'll give you the number straight up. But most of the time it's just social media first, to be honest.
I really hate it when people say they don't have social media. I'm like, now you're lying. Because I've been approached in a public setting before and they asked me for my phone number and I'm like, you don't have social media? They're like, no. And I'm like, not even Snapchat, not even Twitter, something that we could just DM, because next thing you know, you're getting blocked. And if you keep on hitting me up on different numbers, it's clipped. But yeah, so it depends on the approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never done that though. I've always given my social media, so.
So it has happened before.
It has.
Okay. Obviously, we expected that. Okay. Have you seen Ariana? Like, come on, people. Like, especially when she pops out.
Chill.
That's all the F boys be talking. Chill. Touching their faces and everything. Nah, you guys, have they seen you pop out yet before? If you have her Instagram, you've seen her pop out. You need to post that model walk of you.
I did that like 2 years ago.
Nah, you gotta do it. Guys, it's a video that Ariana's holding back from the world.
I posted it in 2019.
In your story.
On my story.
That's different. She needs to post it on her media because that's gonna get her clout. The way, like, model agencies will hit her up. I will promote her thing. I will literally pay for the world to see it because, like, you see Ariana and, like, I just feel like everybody's instant thought is, oh, she's sweet and she's quiet. But then, what's it called? Like, obviously you are and you're a nice person, whatever. But Ariana has a whole other side of her that people don't see. I mean, respectfully, because, like, if you're not close, you're not close. But at the same time, like, Ariana's that bitch, yo. Like, yo, for real, like, you are, bro. Like, I'm hyping her up because it's true, like, and I'm telling you, you guys got a peek of that, you won't know how to react either. Like, this is me, like, fangirling over Ariana right now. She spreading into your life, like, hello. But, okay. The boys wouldn't be able to handle that either. The DMs were flooded. They will be flooded again. What were you saying?
You can ask another question, or
were you gonna say something?
No.
What's your ideal first date? Have you thought about it before?
Maybe like an amusement park.
Really?
Like doing something active. Yeah, I feel like it makes the awkwardness less awkward when you're doing something. Yeah.
And amusement park is cute though, because like you're screaming on rides together, like la, waiting online, so then you're forced to talk. Yeah. That's nice. I think when I was younger, I settled for like a movie date. Don't ever take me out on a movie date.
I used to go to movies a lot when I was little, but
I don't like that now. There's a whole world out there. There's so many different things to do.
The drive-in movie theater is a vibe.
That's nice.
That's a vibe.
But
I like that. Now. Although I don't watch the movie, but not because.
Whoa.
I just be chatting basically.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But they don't know what you mean.
When I go to the drive-in movie theater, I just chat with my friends. I don't really watch the movie.
Oh my god, yeah. We went to a drive-in movie theater like a month and a half ago. Maybe 2, but Ariana was like, yeah, let's go to the drive-in movie theater, watch Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, my fault. Before people cancel me. We get there. We're not even watching the movie. We're all just talking, laughing, making jokes. We don't even know what happened in the movie. We saw the beginning, and the rest of it was just a blur, basically. Mm-hmm. And then also because our friend's car died, so we couldn't even hear the movie after our point. So, and then I had to move my car. Whole bunch of stuff. But, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I think now, because like I told you, I'm finding like deeper meaning into things now. I think for me, a museum date would be really nice. Still something interactive though. Like it doesn't have to be necessarily the Met, even though I love the Met. It could be an art gallery or something as simple as like the ice cream museum. Like the ice cream museum, museum of sex. Yeah. Like that'd be cute. like I know it's our first date, but I touched the boobs. Like touching the balloon boobies.
I always seen the trampoline with the titties.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, take a video of me. I'm like, hey. That'd be funny. So it like lightens the tension, I guess. You know? Have you been taken out on a date already before?
No.
Never? Damn, Ariana. Damn. But what's it called? You don't have a type, do you? I feel like you're more based off like personality rather than.
I do prefer black men, but.
You hear that out there, fellas? She's calling.
But I'm open to all people of all racial and ethnicities, but I prefer black men.
She wants her chocolate poppy. What's something that will stick out to you in a guy?
His drive, like ambitious, like him having his like own thing, and like seeing how hard he's going to whatever it is. Whatever if he's has a business, whatever if he in his career, just seeing him going hard will motivate me. Wow,
my heart it fluttered because what's it called, like I would love to be in your life and everything still to see the day where you're like, Tati, I think I like somebody. You're like, he's so fine and he has this and that, and I'm like, yeah. Okay, does he know? Does he not know? Ada. But that is nice. And I like that you like keep that standard, like that high expectation, and that's why you don't settle. That's good. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am a person that goes based off personality rather than looks, even though I do prefer my Hispanic men and my dark-skinned puppies. But I'm also not what's the word that he used? Racially, ethnically.
I said I'm open to all races and ethnicities.
Yeah, so what she said, me too. Because the chinitos too. Anyways, but yeah, I'm open to everything. I'm really based off like personality overall. But I do know that I did settle a lot when I was younger. But now, I think within the last year, my expectations definitely did rise. Before I was with my boo thing, and even now as time goes on, because he like set a whole new standard for me even before we started talking. I was like, wow, this is like how guys are, like take you on dates, open the door, what's called, like I'm not someone who likes people paying for me and stuff, but even just him doing that and just his ambition, like him always talking about his goals, like it's always like I'm like, wow, a man. Like that's what I need, a man. So yeah, I think those things definitely do stick out to me, their ambition, and just I need someone who's able to be empathetic of other people, like sympathize, because there's a lot of people that could be ignorant, and what's called, the last thing I want to do is be talking to my partner about the things that are going on in the world, and like obviously that stuff hurts me. Like I don't want to see people being hurt by other people, no matter how normalized it may be at this point. It still doesn't make it right. I don't want someone to be like, yeah, well, if it wasn't them, it was gonna be somebody else. Or just, you know, be a dickhead about it. Excuse my language, but yeah, I'd rather be like, yeah, it is messed up. And then we get into a deeper conversation about life, and it's like, wow, my person. I got a tattoo, guys.
Oh, you're gonna show them? Or...
Yeah, I'll show them.
Okay.
What's cool, I didn't show you guys before I mentioned it, but I got a tattoo. I've always wanted these tattoos since I was 16. They are from Shadow Hunters. It's a show. It's about like angels, whatever. And basically they get their powers based off these tattoos. They're called runes, angelic runes. And like the minute that they put it on their body, like it gives them whatever they need, like hidden sight, speed, the strength, whatever. And so I didn't do it because I'm a fan of the show. No, I did it because like, to me, like it was a mental thing, like, okay, this is me giving myself the reminder, like these are what they mean to me. So there's always been 5 that I wanted. One was strength, one was fortitude, love, ambition or friendship, I believe it was. And then the last one was parabatai. And the parabatai, I am saving for my partner. Whether my partner...
What does that word mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it. So what's it called? A parabatai. So in the show, if you watch the show, every shadow hunter, for the most part, has a parabatai. And you both get the tattoo, and it makes you two as one, like your soul is one. So if your partner's like in another state, if they get hurt or whatever, you know that they're in danger. You feel it through the bond, like something is wrong.
Okay.
Or what's called, if they die, like a piece of you dies, like
I see.
you missing that part of you. So, and the parabatai doesn't have to be your soulmate. It could be a friend. Like soulmates come in different forms. People always say, like it could be your lover, it could be a friend, it could be a parent, whatever. And I've only felt like that deep of a bond with 2 people where literally like, I'd be crying at home, not talking to nobody, and they just text me like, "Are you okay?" Like I feel something in the bond is like weird.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I've never experienced that before. So then when I experienced it with these 2 people, it was like, what the flip? But not to the point where I would get my parabatai tattoo yet. So that I'm mainly saving it for when I get married, if I do feel that bond with my future husband that deeply, or possibly a friend. But I wouldn't expect either one of them to get it. It would just be for me, really. And they're all supposed to go down my side, and then I was gonna have a dragon go through them. And that was it. Those were the only tattoos I wanted. And they were originally supposed to be on my arm going up. But because I'm gonna be a teacher, could affect where I end up working in the future. So I decided to put it in a spot that's not visible to any of my students or my workplace. So look, to anybody that is watching on YouTube, this is my tat. Do you see it?
Tell them which one it is.
This is strength.
Yeah.
So, I've heard a lot of different reviews about it already. Some people said it's the TikTok symbol. Somebody said it looks like a penis. I don't know where they got that one, but go off, I guess. So, yeah, guys, that was my tap. So, yeah, what else was I gonna ask you about? Couple talk.
I feel like I'm on the hot seat right now.
Yeah, this is Fast Dating with Ariana. That's the name of this episode. Would you experience what you're like if you're dating somebody for 6 months and they ask you to marry them?
I don't know.
It really depends.
It depends on a lot of things. Me right now, I probably wouldn't, because I'm not in that situation. But I think 6 months is very little time.
Yeah, but I feel mixed reviews about it. Mixed reviews. Because if I'm dating them because I already see the potential to marry them. So then, you know, you're gonna get married eventually anyways. Obviously I said yes to being their girlfriend because I saw us having that potential, rather than if we were only talking for 6 months and not even dating, in a relationship, nothing, then that's a different story. But I've also been in the situation with my ex, because I always thought of him as like, he was the first person I ever saw a future with, like actually wanted him to like be my husband. And then as time went on and I started to see his different colors and whatever later on, I was like, is this really someone I could see as my husband? And I remember one time we got into the conversation, but he was like, oh, if I asked you to marry me tomorrow, would you say yes? I was like, no. And that was after a year of us already dating.
It's I already told you.
Yeah. Because I was like, no, because, like, if I need more time, like, we're still growing as people. And if you're already becoming like this, I don't know, that's someone I really want to be with. That's the thing about a relationship, too, that not many people, like, think about. That when you're in a relationship, you're obviously still growing as individuals, together and separately. And sometimes the people that you become either still work with each other, or you guys just grow as two separate people, and therefore,
like we're friends.
Yeah, like you part ways. Like same thing. Like there doesn't have to be no bad blood. It's just like we were on the same path, but then now we're just on two different ones now. Like, just because that's life, you know. Sometimes there's no parallel. Continuing, our
hot seat.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself within the next 20 years? So by the time
20 years.
In the next 20, okay, that's an
You said 20 years?
I mean, yeah, 10 years, 10 to 20 years. You'll still be pretty adult.
Okay, so
More adult.
I'll be 35. Definitely already in my career, because God willing, I'll already be in my career next.
Remind them of your career.
I'm studying to be a therapist, and I finish my graduate program next semester. So the goal is, God willing, that I'll have my career job by next year, after I graduate in May. So by 35, I should be already a couple years in.
Okay.
10 years in the field. I would like to be married at that age, already having children, buy my own house. Yeah, and being happy, being surrounded by love, friends, and family. I also want to get into real estate too.
That's me too.
So I want to buy a couple properties, you know, get them extra forms of income.
Yeah, that was my next question. It was whether or not marriage is something that like you would like in your future, basically.
Yeah, not anytime soon, but yeah.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that too, because I always said, like, because I've always wanted a family since I was like a kid, and I found out I could have a family. So I don't know what's wrong with my voice, guys, so ignore it. It's been a long night.
A long weekend.
Oh yeah, we gotta get into that too, because we didn't get into it before. Hi, deal. Okay, so listen. Yeah, it's something I've always thought about since I was a kid that I wanted. So my plan was always to be married and at least have my first child before I was 30. But what's good? It's definitely something I desire. Preferably have the child after I'm married, because I only want my one baby father, and he needs to be my soulmate. Not coming at anybody else that's not, but that's just my preference. And what's it called? So yeah, and like Ariana saying that, I told Ariana last night while we were having a very lit night, might I say. Very long 12 hours we spent together yesterday. I think that was the longest. This is the longest amount of time we've been together. We've been together for over 24 hours now.
Besides when we took trips, but yeah.
Yeah, but we don't count that. We were, what's it called? We haven't taken a recent trip as close as we are now.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, before it was when we were still like basically strangers. So, like I say, our friendship now is like our actual friendship. Back then it was like we were still getting to know each other. What's called still kind of weird. Now we just be talking our shit. Yeah, literally. But I said to Ariana yesterday, like I saw our future together as friends. I see how her mom is, and I was like, okay, there's definitely Ariana in like the next 10 years, like having house parties, like us getting lit, dancing, hyping each other up. What's it called? Cause I was busting it down yesterday too. I was doing like my little wave, and then you took the tissue. You were dancing with the tissue. I was like, this is us. Like we're gonna be partying together as moms, wives, whatever, with our careers, meeting with each other every other weekend. Maybe we'll still have our podcast going on by then. That would be lit.
See.
Yeah.
We could look back on this.
Yeah, right.
It'd be crazy.
Imagine. But bring the podcast back one night only. But I was like, yeah, I could definitely see this like that future. And what else? Okay, so that's good to know. We'll get into last night while I think about my next hot seat question.
Okay. So last night we celebrated our friend's birthday, and we started the activities, the birthday activities, like at 2:30 in the afternoon. So we went to like a coffee shop where they were having this holiday event, and one of a friend of mine from high school was performing. And it was her first performance too. It was her first gig, and it was really interesting because me and Tati don't really go to public settings. I'm not used to going to like public settings like that.
That was something in itself.
Because of COVID, I'm just so used to like just having friends come over my house, going to over their house, or like going out to eat. But this is the setting was like pretty packed, and it did make me nervous. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna hold you, especially some of the awkward interactions. It's just saying hi to people and you don't know if they're gonna hug or not. And it was just.
Yeah, it's like, hey, and then they go in for the hugs, like, oh, like
not understanding like people's humor. Like, do they actually mean that, or they're just joking because you don't know how they are and stuff. But it was a fun. My friend Simone did a great job performing. Her voice is beautiful.
Yeah, and her like
no autotune, like
nothing. What's it called? The guy, the guitarist. I don't know what his name is, but he did a little speech about Simone. He said when he found her on Instagram, and he said like you could hear her soul. I was like, wow, you really can. Like, yeah, she's a great singer. She also has a podcast. Check that out. I don't know what it's called. Do you?
What kind of party?
What kind of party?
Check my phone.
That's nice. But
I'm not probably saying it wrong.
But she like I was introduced to her yesterday, and she was like, oh, I know you. Like, you're also from the Way We See. Like, I'm her co-host. And I was like, yeah, that's me. Hi, nice to meet you. But like, I was also like nervous, so I didn't know like the right things to say in that moment. But still, guys, like I felt known for a second. Like, wow, someone knows my podcast. Someone listens to my podcast. That's me listening. That's me meeting a person that I don't know that's heard and seen of my podcast before. You know?
Yeah.
So it meant something to me. And then. What else? There was also somebody else that pointed out me and Ariana's
I guess body language.
Yeah, because we had our jackets on. We were very cold because both of the doors were open.
Yeah,
and it was getting brick.
I guess they kept the doors open because it was like inside a venue.
I was gonna say, yeah,
because of COVID, just to let fresh air in. But it was cold out, and the wind was like OD.
Yeah.
And there was nowhere to put our coats, so we just had to keep it on.
Yeah, and we were just standing up. There was nowhere to sit. Nothing.
Yeah, we didn't sit then.
And he was like, oh, like, we didn't realize he was joking around with us until after we left, and Jeremy told us, but he said, oh, you guys look like you ready to leave. You got your jackets on, hand in your pockets, and I'm there weak, because I was like, really? How did you know? Not saying I wasn't having a nice time. I was just, like, so nervous, and my anxiety was like, what is going on? Like, my reactions were just so delayed too. And I also, because I was so freaked out, I couldn't hide my reactions. So like, excuse me, when Ariana showed like how she also didn't know how to handle situations, I don't know what you want to call it, like.
No, it was definitely, I experienced a little awkwardness.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So when she had her little awkward moments, like, I knew exactly like how she was feeling, and I literally couldn't help but just laugh. Like, it's not something I could have held in that moment just because I also felt very awkward, and like laughing is exactly how I handle
awkward moments.
Awkward moments, dark humor, you name it. That's how I handle everything for the most part. Continue.
So yeah, then we left the event like around.
We said let's go eat.
Yeah, because we got hungry.
The boys.
We left like at 4:30. Yeah.
Yeah. When we're with the boys, they're being boys. We don't care where we're gonna eat. Let's just eat. So Ariana picks a spot that she's been to. It's cute.
Wait, can I say something first?
Yeah.
I asked our friend because we were celebrating his birthday. where do you would like to go to eat? He was
Mhm.
like, I'm fine with anything. Continue.
Yeah, fine with anything. We get there, it's very quiet, classical music. Ariana's like, usually they bring out a DJ later on, whatever. Next thing you know, both of them are complaining, like, I feel out of place. You should have went to Chili's, Applebee's, why here? I'm like, you said you didn't care. And Ariana was going off on them, basically.
Yeah.
But it was so funny too, because they were like, Ariana, like, we're kidding. And then she was like, no. Like, I asked you, you didn't say nothing, so I picked, and now you want to complain, basically. So, but that's every single time. Honestly. That's with every single thing. What do you want? I don't know. Okay, we decide. They always end up complaining later on. But they still have a nice thing, usually. So yeah, we ate. And then after we ate, we left. Went to Birthday Boy's house, and we celebrated. We played games. We danced. I played Pac-Man.
We sang.
Yeah, we sang. I told him to play Mindless Behavior for Ariana, because Ariana was telling me the other day that Mindless Behavior for her is my personal BTS. I think we said that like 2 episodes ago. Episode 51.
I don't think I said it on the podcast.
You think you said it behind the
yeah.
scenes? Okay. So, yeah, basically, Mindless
I
Behavior.
think we were on
was-
FaceTime. We were on FaceTime a couple of days ago.
Maybe. And so when he started playing Mindless Behavior, she was so surprised, and she was doing all the choreography. She was doing him. The stage was hers, and she owned it though. It was funny. And they played my BTS. Also very nice. What else? It was just a nice night. We celebrated our friend's birthday.
We sang birthday to him at midnight.
We're supposed to leave after midnight. We didn't leave until like 3 something in the morning. Didn't go to sleep until like 4 in the morning.
We came back to my house,
Yeah.
just right next door. Meanwhile, there's a party here, and a few people were still up, just talking, including my mom. And you and my cousin, you guys just had something to eat, and we were just talking.
I'm not gonna lie. It was a nice night. No complaints. Very nice. I actually found on Google another hot seat question. So, first question. Have you ever experienced heartbreak?
No.
A boy's never disappointed you? Like, have you ever had a crush on a boy, or like thought you liked the guy, and then he's like disappointed you because you're like, oh, never mind, I thought he was like
No.
different? Not what you expected?
No.
Okay. What's something that you used to believe about relationships but no longer do?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Long pause. 10 years later. I don't know how to answer that one either.
Yeah, I
Because
don't know
I've
how
learned
to
a lot
answer
of
that.
things. Like, but I've learned a lot of things, whether being in a relationship and also not being in a relationship, you know, like.
I guess
Just
before,
as I've
I guess when I
grown.
was younger, I thought that I just wanted to date to marry, but I'm not in that mindset anymore.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't mind being with somebody at my age, about to be 25, knowing I'm not gonna marry them in the future.
Oh, so just like going out on dates with them, talking to them, just
Yeah.
doing it? Damn, Ariana. So you heard that? You either may be the one for her, or she might be playing you.
I just
But that's
look
if
at
you're
it
along
like
for the ride.
I'm young, so it's
Yeah.
like,
Just go with the flow.
yeah.
Damn.
But
She-
I
she a
really used to
hustler.
think that when I was younger. But I'm still young, but like you guys know what I mean.
My thing just came to my mind is that when I was younger, I thought the only reason a relationship wouldn't work was if my partner cheated on me. When in reality, like, a relationship is way more than that. Like a relationship doesn't just end because a partner cheats. Sometimes it's lack of communication, lack of affection. Just as we said before, grow as 2 different individuals, you part. Just Sometimes it's financial because, you know, that's someone that, you know, there's a companion, that's someone you end up sharing financial bills with as you get older. So it's way more than just a cheating. It's someone that you have to really see if, like, they actually fit into your life and your lifestyle, and if if your goals do match, if like how you guys would be able to handle everything. In a way, like if I was to move out right now, who would be paying what? What's the salary? Salary low-key does also play a role, because that also affects if you guys are living together or not. And it's a whole big thing. So that's what I think about also. The thing I like, now that I think about it, that's the thing I like about me and my partner, because he has so many goals that like he wants to accomplish. So and because he supports my one thing is to own a bakery. I was telling you that yesterday.
Yes.
So like he's willing to like invest in like opening a bakery with me, getting that started, and then along with that, also doing real estate. Also, there's this new thing that's like similar to like how
NFT?
I am.
NFT?
You know that?
I don't know it, but I hear people talking about
That's
it.
the thing about the paintings, and you sell it. Oh, wow, look at you! I didn't even say the word. I didn't even say the thing related to it, and she knew exactly what I was talking about. He said he'll give me the iPad Pro or whatever, so I could do my sketches on there, whatever. He'll promote it, and then we sell them.
See, that's dope.
Yeah.
Invest in your woman, y'all hear?
Word.
That's dope.
My cousin did that too. He invested in his shoddy. She owns her own salon and everything, where they do lash extensions, nails, and waxing, I believe, and eyebrows and all that other stuff. He invested in her property, and look at what she got. A whole salon. So, it's lit. I think that's pretty much it, though.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, that concludes this week's episode. We'll catch you guys next week with our special guest. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
Bye.
We're going to be putting up a video next week.
Yeah, to be with our loved ones.
Yes, because we'll be with our loved ones celebrating the holiday. If you guys celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you the last week of December.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.